reviewing old trailers.
More like, shut up.
Welcome back to Rot, the critically acclaimed YouTube series. Today we're reviewing the trailers for both Grown Ups and Grown Ups 2, the entire Grown Ups franchise. There aren't any spin-offs to the best of my knowledge, and I'm not going to do any research to find out for sure. For this series, there's two kinds of ways it can go in each video. It's arranged between informative and entertaining. When I'm reviewing a trailer for a really cool classic film or distinct movie that has a distinct trailer, it usually sits on this end where I'm fascinated enough by the film and the subject matter to do some research. I did a bit of research for The Phantom Menace, but I'd say that veers more towards the entertaining side, because at that point there's nothing to comment on about the trailer, it's just shitting on the film. So you might have already guessed that the Grown Ups trailer coverage is going to kind of sit on this end, maybe just completely on the entertainment side. It's not a franchise of substance to do all this research. There's not really any historical significance to the Grown Ups franchise. It's just the Adam Sandler wave that lasted from the early 90s to... I mean, it's still going now technically, but I feel like they are from a bygone era. Like when you see them on Netflix, it's like almost more interesting now, because you're like, it's a relic to see like the Wrong Missy, and he's not even in Wrong Missy, he's just got his fucking crony David Spade, who looks like 50, to play a character that's pretty much supposed to be a 25-year-old.
This whole time I thought I was texting my dream girl. I was texting that crazy girl.
So it's time to start the lengthy dissection of the Grown Ups trailer from 2010.
Next summer, they're meeting each other's family.
It's the Magnificent Seven of Adam Sandler films. It's got all of the biggest co-stars. Look at that lineup. The Beatles.
In 1978, they were the best of friends.
You forget that the weird narration lingered on. This is 2010. Rob Schneider, who's famously not in Grown Ups 2, I don't know, and I'm not going to research into why, I don't give a shit. He just maybe died.
Buddy, I thought you were gonna start working out. What does that mean?
You're fat?
No!
You can't have an Adam Sandler film without him going, no, or ow, in that same way. Adam Sandler plays himself hanging out with his friends and they put a camera on. They just hire a film crew and just hang out like they normally would, just piss about, and that's the film.
Oh, and this must be your mother.
My wife.
A classic gross out gag where someone literally goes grossy wossy or some shit.
Oh, grody.
We're about to receive the best joke of the entire film, probably, from memory.
Mommy, I want some milk.
Come here, we'll give you a little something.
So he's getting breastfed and it's gross out. It starts with a gross out, so it's already like tainted by this raunchy crap. Game of Thrones reference.
Your son is so cute. How old is he?
48 months. That's 4. Yeah.
All things considered, that's an alright joke. That is a decent joke. I could picture that being in a better comedy, like Always Sunny. No, I don't know. Just somewhere better than this. Anywhere. Maybe with better delivery, better people. Just better people who care about anything. Not these degenerates.
Mommy, I want some milk.
You can also hear that they've compressed this kid actor's voice so much, like they've pitched it up.
Mommy, I want some milk.
Because his voice they deemed must have not been cute enough already. They just made him a squeaker to make him cuter.
Mommy, I want some milk.
It's so, like, unnatural sounding, like a little gremlin.
For the first time in over 30 years.
See, look, they're going to a church. These guys aren't men of God. Look at this abomination they've created. What's this actress's name? I wrote it down. Salma Hayek. Yeah, she's in Dusk Till Dawn. Here she's playing Adam Sandler's insanely attractive wife. All the Adam Sandler films feature him going on holiday to this lovely resort. In this one, it's like a gorgeous lake getaway. And that's been pointed out numerous times. But also, he always casts these ridiculously attractive women to be his wives in these films. He's got an Elon Musk tier wife. He just started playing himself in every film where he's just nicely successful business guy or whatever. Got a successful business. His kids are alright. He's set for the future. He's got a beautiful, gorgeous wife. Happy Gilmore on the early ones, he was an underdog, you know, he was on the streets kind of thing. And I haven't watched them in so long to even really judge out if they're any good. That's the thing I've just noticed. He just started fucking being rich guy. Adam Sandler with another hot wife. Jessica Biel, Kate Beckinsale have all played his wife. Oh no, you tell me I can't have this 26-year-old Victoria's Secret model as my girlfriend. Oh, I guess I'll just have to settle for Jennifer Aniston then. Fine. In The Wrong Missy, which is a cancerous movie, the woman in that is weird looking. That's the type of person that a comedic lead gets with, another goofy person. I mean, she's a horrible human being in that film because they fucking went way over the top with how like antisocial she is. She was just a cunt. I thought she was one of the most reprehensible human beings on screen. Thing is, it was David Spade standing in for Adam Sandler because Adam Sandler just couldn't be arsed. He just wanted to sit down and enjoy the resort on that one. And since David Spade's got no self-worth, he's like, oh yeah, just put me with anyone, I don't give a shit. Who does better relationship-wise in movies between Adam Sandler and Tom Cruise? Honestly, it's probably Adam Sandler.
Rope on a tree, baby! Class is in session!
The highlight of this trailer is, of course, the Kevin James getting hurt gag.
This was a mistake! Let go! I can't let go! I'm just kidding!
So many layers of irony have passed through me. Now that's sort of funny. But I discovered that it's even funnier when you play it at 25% speed. Turns into a David Lynch film. Just the tree slowly, his fate, he slowly meets his fate. He's got more time to accept his mistake. And then he falls for hours. The sound of his scream. A typical oh gag reaction shot. So dated that even criticising it is dated, but it's also funny now just because of how unsophisticated of a joke it is and how trite. Some of them don't have their eyes wide open enough to know exactly where they're looking, but I feel like they haven't got good direction. This kid over here is not looking where everyone else is, and it's this classic ooh sort of shit. This was a mistake. You can't let go. Okay, I'm laughing at a fucking epic prank gone wrong, gone sexual Kevin James. Whenever Kevin James is available, it's him getting hurt. Otherwise, it's someone else.
Dumbass.
But it's usually they always try and get Kevin James on board just to fucking torture him.
Oh! That is painful. Oh! I missed it.
It's like a really obvious sound effect used as well, like iMovie library punch sound effect. Slam bam. Am I mad at Adam Sandler? He's made one of my favourite films of all time. Well, he's in one of my favourite films of all time. If you compare all of the relationships and marriages he has in these shitty films with Punch Drunk Love, the relationship in that one is so wholesome. It's Emma Watson. She's not overtly gorgeous looking. There's no like pretty lighting. I mean, there is nice lighting in that, but not like glamorizing her. She's the type of person a underdog comedic guy gets with, and she's so nice and sweet. And her performance, and she barely says anything. Just such a stark contrast in subtlety and storytelling to every love interest in this film. And I'm not dissing the actresses themselves, like looks are looks, but these conventionally attractive women are always used by filmmakers, shallow producers and stuff and studios to appeal to more people. They all pander to the typical hot girl stereotype, that image. You can see when you watch certain films, you're just like, this actress has not been picked for her talent, and it's not her fault, but happens with fucking child actors too, like the cute ones get picked and the shit.
Who's your friend, Dad?
Adam Sandler always has the cutest kids, the most American-friendly, audience-friendly kids. In the next Adam Sandler comedy, I want Sean from This Is England to be his kid.
Grown-ups.
It's embarrassing, but it's not, because they're all making millions, or they made millions from these movies. Adam Sandler's fucking minted. They don't give a shit what people like me think. They don't give a shit what the critics think, at least Adam Sandler. Why would they give a shit? Who gives a shit? That's an accurate representation of their friendship. Fucking hell, my tummy's rumbling. I should have eaten before this. Wait a second, did you see that? Maria Bello. There isn't a post-title reveal extra gag like in a lot of trailers today.
Hello?
At the end of all trailers, the music dies down, usually in a shum sound, like a shum cuts the music off.
Who the hell are you guys?
It's in every Marvel trailer. and there's usually a comedic relief moment in the action trailers where like Black Widow does a TikTok duet or something. All trailers have them now, and when you're in the cinema, when you're watching through the trailers and it all dies down and you can start to hear people munching on the popcorn, you can just hear how little laughter the shit jokes are getting from the audiences.
What happened to your face? It's filthy.
I was cleaning the chimney.
We have no chimney. What?
Here's what's gonna happen. Natasha, don't slouch. I'm not slouching.
You get some idiots like, oh yeah, but there's just some dead shit, and I get second-hand embarrassment in the cinema. I feel like I've made it. I hate that part of going to watch a film because it's so cringy.
I don't want to die!
Then the trailer stops and there's even more silence and people just have time to think about that joke they've just heard, that shitty joke or whatever it was.
Shut up.
I'm hungry now, so I'm going to leave you in the very capable hands of Liam Does Stuff, who's kindly volunteered to review the Grown Ups 2 trailer. Take it away, Liam.
Reviewing all trailers. Who the fuck is this guy? Put Bacho back on! Nice to meet you too. I'm Liam Does Stuff. I make videos on the internet. And I like movies. I also like cool people. That's why I'm here on Bacho's channel to review the trailer for Grown Ups 2. I'm from a separate Earth. Thank you for inviting me to your planet, your universe. Fuck! In the modern age, it's very clear that film trailers are not as creative as they used to be. Instead of selling you a movie by hooking you into it or whatever that's supposed to mean, now they just say, this is what this is, and they show you the movie in a condensed 2-minute template format, essentially. That is boring, and that sucks, but however, sometimes there are exceptions, like in the case of Grown Ups 2 here. Grown Ups 2 is a cheaply made, low-fruit comedy for people that don't give a shit. And the trailer doesn't lie to you about that.
Excuse me for a second.
Open the window.
Why don't you open it, you...
All it's missing is narration. Adam Sandler, Chris Rock, David Spade, and Kevin James. The trailer for the first movie had narration, however, so why is this the case? Well, this is 2013, so narration is pretty cringe by now. We don't want any narration. Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! Anyways, the point I was trying to get across is that there has been a serious shrinkage of movies that are full-blown comedies and not just movies that just so happen to have comedy fused with them. Trailers feel less separated by genre in terms of editing methods, sound effect choices, music choices, the whole 9 yards. A more modern or edgier cover version of a classic song, 9 times out of 10 it's a rock song, a whooshing or bass subwoofer sound every 5 seconds, and that one build-up sound effect spam to shit. Some movies don't need cool or unique trailers because the movies are garbage, but movies that have more potential should be edited with more care and creativity. Just a side note, I wanted to point out the MPAA rating and the box of text. Male rear nudity. So, rear nudity. It shouldn't really matter what gender the ass is, right? How much you want to bet? If it was a woman's rear, it would be rated R. I couldn't help but feel incredibly and obsessively aroused with Kevin James's ass crack as he did a backflip and landed on his nuts. Better make a note to the MPAA. If kids get their hands on Grown Ups 2, seeing Kevin James's ass might convert them to the motifs of sexual depravity. Movie trailer dialogue has got to be one of the most distracting things on the planet. So stupid. In the grand scheme, it seems like a nitpicky sort of criticism, but fuck you! It's starting to bug me more and more as I'm seeing it more frequently.
I'm so glad we left the city. This is such a good place to raise a family.
You obviously didn't stop talking or pause there.
I'm so glad we left the city.
I'm so glad we left the city.
Where's my girlfriend, April?
Where's my girlfriend?
This is my daughter, Portia. She wants to meet Calloway. Big fan.
My sister is on her way to meet him right now.
My sister is on her way to meet him right now.
This is where it all began. The story of Candyman.
The story of Candyman. Guys, it turns out that people are supposed to talk like this. It's a very natural and efficient way of speaking. Like, Jesus Christ, I get cutting down dialogue and leaving out details to, you know, save time and make it fast and yada yada. But these editors completely butcher these lines. And it's even worse because every piece of audio has to be super duper compressed nowadays. Movie is not a real movie if it doesn't sound like this. This isn't a YouTube video. This is a trailer for a multi-million-dollar blockbuster. Would it hurt to re-record some stuff in ADR or do a trailer-specific take while you're filming the movie? With all that said, Grown Ups 2 has a good trailer simply because it's fully aware of what it is and it doesn't trick you into thinking it's profound art or something. Good shit, homie, and thank you once again, seriously. Peace.
Thanks, Liam, you just did my job much better than me, and more concisely, without just fucking rambling on about bullshit. I really appreciate you coming on, Liam, you're a mad guy, but I love your stuff. So guys, please go and check out Liam Does Stuff's channel. It's a really funny channel, really weird. It's an inventive breed of meme posting. The reason I chose Grown Ups to be the episode where he comes on is because he did a really funny click commentary, and there's the highlight reel snippets on his channel, and that was also, I don't know, I was just laughing my fucking head off. It might just be me, I might just be a mad bastard. Maybe it wasn't even supposed to be funny, maybe it was all serious and I was just too mad to even understand that. My brain's too deranged. Anyway, thanks again, Liam, and thanks again all of you who are watching, hopefully, watching this very silly YouTube series idea. Stay tuned for next week with another collaboration with Maria Bello.
40